In our life, our reading list is always growing instead of shrinking, even though we try to average read a book per week. Also, reading can be one of those things which can inspire us the most, but also what teaches us the most important lessons we can learn in our life.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Abhidev and in this video we are going to talk about 3 books that I think you should read in 2020. These books are my personal choices, but I think you should also give them a try, or you guys can add them into your reading list. You guys can share these books to your friends, family or anyone special in your life so that they can also take benefit from it. Here are the timestamps of all the books that we are going to discuss in this video. All the books are going to be linked in the description so you guys can grab them if you want to. So yeah, let's get started with our first book. The first book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. You guys must have probably read it already, but still it has to be in the list. In the book, the author tells the power and process of building good habits and breaking the bad ones.
I like how it talks about the concept called as value of disappointment, and it goes like, we often express progress to be linear. At the very least, we hope it will come quickly. In reality, the results of our efforts are often delayed. It is not until months or years later that we realize the true value of the previous work we have done. This can result in a valley of disappointment, where people feel discouraged after putting in weeks or months of hard work without experiencing any results. However, this work was not wasted. It was simply being stored. It is not until months or years later that the full value of previous efforts is revealed.
He also adds little bit of things frequently to his website, so you guys can check the website which is linked in the description below. So let's get to our next book. It is called Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod.
In this book, author tells his story like how at the age of 20 in 1999, he was the top sales representative of a $100 million marketing company on top of the world. Then he got into a near fatal car crash, died for 6 minutes and spent a year recovering. In 2007, when the US economy crashed, he went into a financial hole, lost half his income and was nearly $500,000 in debt. In 2008, he began to study successful people's morning routines and developed the miracle morning. More recently, he has also tackled cancer.
Now he has this huge Miracle Morning website where people of the community come and tell their morning routines, how Miracle Morning has changed their life, things like that. The link of the Miracle Morning website is in the description. I know this book has a fictional vibe to it, but in the book the author tells all about the morning routines, how Miracle Morning has changed his life, how he came out of cancer by using Miracle Morning routine. Next book in the list is The 4 by Scott Galloway. Scott Galloway is the real genius here in understanding and teaching us how the most prominent companies of today's world operate.
In the 4, he summarizes how Amazon, Facebook, Google and Apple are changing our lives and economies across the globe.
But it also shows how small companies can learn from these big companies with their failures as well as their success. Even though the book was published in 2017, but still it is a good read for anyone who want to read it now. The book shows us how the most significant companies of today's world are operating, what are their business model and what we can expect from these companies in upcoming years. Author has a great quote in the book which says, failure and invention are inseparable twins. To invent, you have to experiment. And if you know in advance that it's going to work, it's not an experiment. So yeah, these were my recommendations. I hope you guys have got 1 or 2 books that you want to read.